grab a softball, follow along with me. We're going to work basically around the rotator cuff and into the armpit. So again, the first thing that we want to do is explore the area. So I'm going to put my 2-minute clock up on, and I'm just going to rock left to right. Now, if you find that that's pretty painful putting your body weight on it, then what I would suggest is pushing down, pushing with some force, and then lifting up, relax, move the ball just another centimeter, and then push down, relax, move the ball. And you can see I'm working all the way around this like shoulder area. You can also go a little bit into the tricep. You can see I'm kind of out of the armpit and I'm a little bit more into the arm. That's okay with this particular drill. That's the extent of how far down my arm I'm gonna go, but all the tissues are connected. So it's okay to explore a little bit out of their range. So after pulsing a little bit, definitely go into like a relaxed mash. And you can see that I'm just rocking my body back and forth. If I find something that I really want to dig into, I might go up and down in like little pulses, and side to side, up and down in little pulses. If I find something really painful, just make sure you're breathing, push into the ball, and I'm gonna just do some pressure point into it. So lift up and pressure point. I'm gonna try to stay on that spot. Now, you actually might find after a couple of minutes that you're starting to get into deeper tissues, and it's 2 minutes isn't enough time, and that's okay. Just pause the video or just add some more time after our session. You can go back and do 2 minutes per side of each side. So something that I'll sometimes do is grab the ground with my hand, crunch my ribs in, just like we would in a workout, and then drag the ball down the arm. This is extremely painful. So I'm gonna relax just real quick after that one, and then get back into it. The ball is on a tight part in my arm. Grab your hand to the ground like you're grabbing sand. Crunch your ribs in, pelvis under. Pushing the ball in with weight, you're then gonna drag down. 2 minutes is not enough, but we're gonna switch sides because I could do this all day really. We're going to now start over. And sometimes the problem with starting on a new side is how stiff it is and painful it is in a different way, and you have to start all over again. All right, so I'm gonna start with the ball kind of in this rotator cuff region. Now, technically, if you don't have a softball size ball, you can do this with a smaller lacrosse ball. And actually, after a couple minutes of massaging with a big ball, like I might actually go to a smaller ball. But for right now, we're just gonna stick here. And the problem with like the little ball is just like if you're pretty squishy there, like it can kind of get lost. The big ball just kind of really helps. However, the little one in the rotator cuff area is really good. So, gosh, the other side I was able to massage pretty freely. This one is so tight. I'm doing these like pressure pulses and just moving it an inch at a time, right? So I kind of moved it into the armpit, and now I'm moving it back towards the rotator cuff. And once I've done some pulses, I'm going to attempt to roll side to side. This is just a relaxed arm. Make sure that we're not like tensing up. And sometimes when we're doing these upper body positions or mobility in general, we do want to make sure that we're organizing our spine the same way we would in a workout. And that's because we want our mobility to imitate the positions that we're about to do in our workout. And so if I have my arm overhead in the workout, I really want to practice crunching my core in, tucking my pelvis under, and trying to imitate the good position we want later on, right? When these muscles are really stiff, it puts us in a bad position. We end up either getting injured or we're not strengthening the right muscle groups, right? So now I'm rocking left to right, and I'm a little bit on the on the arm side of the armpit, right? Grab your hand, crunch your ribs, and drag it down the arm just a couple of inches. If you don't feel much, good. Just kind of go a centimeter to the right, push down, grab your hand to the floor, and drag it, all right? And just an inch at a time, move it around that armpit. All right, so once again, it's been 2 minutes. It's been too quick. I want you to keep exploring this area. Just remember to like throw in some of these mobility pieces that you realize that you really need and put it into your programming a few days a week, at least 2 minutes per side, but it's fine to do more. And if you have any questions about the mobility, please reach out to me. If you're here and new and interested in custom workout plans, just because it's such an overwhelming experience to program for yourself and get the results that you want, contact me. I'll meet with you for free and we'll talk about all the things that we need to set you up for success.